Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?
I got a question for you, Cortez. Yo, I got a question for you. We had Math up there recently. Like, how tough was it for you to be in this type of situation where Math is your nigga, but you battling a king of the dot and you gotta look at this? Like, how do you, like, how tough is it for you?
Well, I think it was a matter of like how I handled it because, you know, I don't know if you guys seen my blog on my channel when I said what happened when I went out there for King of the Dot. You know, the first thing I did was when I went to the press conference, I seen him. We ain't speak. I ain't talk to him or nothing. You feel me? We ain't even address each other or nothing. I'm not gonna address you. I'm not gonna talk to you on camera. We're not cool. You feel what I'm saying? We're under contract. So it's like, okay, let me check the fever. Let me check the temperature. The next day, niggas had a cipher at this store for rap grid. Excuse me, I'm smoking, y'all. But so when I got out my Uber coming back to my hotel, Diz was out there with all his peoples. You feel me? So I hopped out and I was dolo and I walked right through them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And then Diz was like, call. Like he called me. I turned around and he was like, yo, do it gotta be like this? I said, nigga, you gotta shoot my man a fair one. You feel me? Like I just told him straight to his face. Like there's nothing else to why sugarcoat it. Like nigga, you know what I mean? My man didn't get shot. My man went through some shit though. You feel me? We're not gonna keep dwindling on a fight 2 years later, but my man needs that fair one. You feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and say anything, but you know, you feel what I'm saying? And at the time, Diz wasn't really going back and forth with Math. Like, you know, niggas was quiet about it on Twitter. Recently it's heated back up, but, you know, in February it was kind of light. And I was like, yo, look, man, niggas ain't even trying to talk about that shit no more. But you know what's up. Like, I can't fuck with you. You feel me? And then Diz had said, yo, I even had dreams of like niggas chilling after and niggas reconciling and all that to be bigger for the culture. And I was like, yo, all that shit is cool, my nigga, whatever, but you gotta shoot my man the fair one. You feel me? I wasn't, and he had to respect it, and he respected it. He was like, yo, you know what? Niggas really should do that. You know what I mean? And I just said off camera. It ain't gonna be no niggas on camera and celebrity, nothing, nah. You know what I mean? Eventually we gonna see each other at an event, them two. Yo, man, niggas better take this outside. We hold it down. Let them niggas shoot that 5, get it off their chest, and let that shit go. You feel me? So Math was like, yeah, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I told Math, I called Math right there. Yo, this is what this nigga saying. All right, cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit there and chill with the nigga and all that. And just out of respect, I even let Diz know that. You know what I mean? I even told Rap Grid, I was like, yo, make sure you don't have us in no cameras together. It's just about unity. Like, I don't care what it symbolizes. Whatever happens off camera, I can negotiate that and get it right for my man to get whatever he wants to get off his chest. You feel me? But anything on camera and anything on you know, recorded is like, it's damaging. You feel me? And I feel like I learned that a long time ago, just making mistakes on the camera that now I just know how to move. And when you don't sugarcoat nothing, niggas respect your handle a little bit better. You feel me? Like, I don't sugarcoat nothing. You feel me? That's why all the battle rappers, but even if they try to play me musically, you never say niggas say I'm a fuckboy off camera. You ain't never hear nobody say that. 7 years. I done had beef with Dot Mob. I done had beef with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody will ever say, yo, Cortez is a bird. No one ever say, yo, call a fake nigga. You've never heard that. Even when niggas said, you get what I'm saying? Even when there was certain drama that went down, everyone would tell you, yo, boy, he handled that shit the way he was supposed to handle it. You know what I mean? When I got my chain back and I had to do certain things, like, nigga, I will take it there. My niggas will go to that level. You feel me? So my shit is proven. So when it comes to me and Math, I just be upfront. I tell Math all the time, like, we don't get along all the time, nigga. We argue. You feel me? We argue. We disagree about a lot of shit. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we can do that. It's not gonna tarnish our friendship because it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? I just feel like my man is going through some shit right now. He needs to just get himself in order. That's it. It ain't like the talent diminishes. It's just, you know, niggas got other shit, man. He just had a kid. He just had another one. You know what I mean? It's other shit that maybe sometimes you think you can handle it all, and maybe sometimes you gotta say, you know what, man? Let me step back a little bit. Let me breathe. You know what I mean? And that's all. It ain't that serious. You feel me?
Nah, I was asking him because he was like feeling some kind of way about Hollow and shit being cool with this and shit. That's why I was like, how tough is it? Knowing that you from grind time too, you know what I'm saying? So you know this from grind time and shit. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, I knew Math first. I knew Math before Smack. You feel me?
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like I don't necessarily see Hollow as cool with him. You know what I mean? I know what he's talking about, like with the movie. They're shooting a movie though. Hollow asked my advice on shooting the movie. You feel me? And to be honest with you, everybody, you know, you gotta feed your family. You know, I can't really be mad at Hollow for trying to feed his family. I don't think Hollow's going out his way to be friends with Dizaster. I don't feel like he's going out his way like they're best buds. I just feel like Hollow's looking at it like, yo, bro, like Hollow's in a certain position with battle rap. He has to be one of the faces. So he has to accept certain responsibilities. And something like, finally, I'll do it now. I really pressed it. And something like being in a movie is very important, especially with a Howard or Dawn cosign. You feel me? That's the thing about it. It's like Hollow's in a fucked up position. Like Hollow's trying to get acting gigs and all that. Niggas ain't getting younger. You feel me? So you got to look at it like, yo, you know, can you turn down that type of opportunity? You don't necessarily have to be best friends with the nigga on camera. He might have to tolerate him. You know, Hollow goes to the West Coast. He has business out there. You can't really be mad at somebody. You know what I mean? Like Math don't have to necessarily go out there at this moment. You know, I'm not saying he won't eventually, but you know, so it's like, yo, you know, he can't turn down certain opportunities. He is in a leadership position, Hollow. You know, so he don't have. You know, it's. I think it's just more like miscommunication. You know, and I can't be. I never get mad at anybody for how they feel. You can't tell somebody how they feel. You know what I mean? You could just agree to disagree. You know what I mean? I just told him I feel like we should have just kept it private. That's all. You know? I didn't even watch the interview. Actually, I seen it on my channel that it popped up with you guys, but I didn't get to watch the thing or listen to it, should I say. So, you know, that's all I could comment on, I guess, for now. Unless there's something key that was said.
I don't know. I mean, he didn't really trash you or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but he had bars for Hollow though. He actually had bars for Hollow.
Nah, I heard those bars. I heard those bars. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
He spit the bars.
I'm texting this nigga Caps like, yo, nigga, you hearing this shit? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh no, he spit it on the. Oh man. Oh man. This is ugly, nasty. Huh?
I said, yeah, he spit the ball on air. And, yo, you know what? Fuck, I'm asking shit. Like, I was talking to Georgia had not too long ago, but his phone hung up. Like you just mentioned, you had to do shit, get your chain back. When that shit hit the public, how crazy is that for you? Because I was gonna ask him, like, well, what about when you got dropped and it hit the public? Like, the private is one thing, but when it's in the public, it's different. So how do you take the whole change?
I mean, I had to, I could talk about this a little bit now because, like, you know, whatever the streets know, you feel what I'm saying? Like, the person passed away. It had nothing to do with me or nothing like that. It was some other street shit or whatever. But it was all miscommunication. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna get into like. I'm not going to put nobody's business out there or who got disrespected in what hood. And, you know, I'm not going to do that. But when it happened, my niggas was already coming to get me. Like, I got to somewhere early. You feel what I'm saying? Wherever I had to be, I got there early. So my niggas just wasn't with me. I was there early, and I'm jeweled up and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So my team is stuck in traffic. Niggas is like 10 minutes away. And you know what I mean, where we was at, it was wolves out there. You feel me? Niggas ain't waste no time. Like, some backed out, but some was shook. And if you know anything, I'd rather have somebody with a hammer that knows what they doing than somebody that's scared with a hammer. Because then the nigga going, you get what I'm saying? He going to get somebody sneeze wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to respect it or whatever. Either way, shit went down. Boom, niggas scrapped it out or whatever. They got my shit, whatever. In an hour, I got my shit back. You feel what I'm saying? But me and my niggas was on that go time. Like, when my niggas got there, niggas was gripped up. You feel what I'm saying? So it was on some shit like, oh, shit, this nigga came back. This nigga came back within an hour. You feel me? But then other shit happened, and, like, somebody had got killed from a whole different situation, and then, like, Hip Hop Popo was on me. You feel me? And trying to, like, connect our situation with another situation. It was crazy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And you get what I'm saying? Like, if one day, you know what I mean? One day niggas could, like, really, like, if I could write a book, like, everybody was there. You feel what I'm saying? So it was, like, it was crazy, but I had to take it to that level because I can't get disrespected. You feel what I'm saying? That's just something I can't, like, that's the type of person I am. I love y'all. I do battle rap and all that. But, like, if some real shit happened in the street, it's a different person. You feel me? And I know how to do business, but I try to stay away from that Cortez. You feel me? But, you know, Math was there. Hollow was there. Chambers was there. All my Murder Ave niggas was there. Like, there's a lot of shit going on that day. You feel what I'm saying? So it was crazy. But even with the whole shit with Dot Mob, like them saying they got the chain back, that was never. You feel what I'm saying? That wasn't even nowhere near the truth or even near anything that was going on. It was just, you feel me? Like, I had to even hold back from that for a minute. You feel me? Because niggas take it as battle rap, and it's not. That wasn't battle rap. You feel me? Like, niggas was looking at us for a murder. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I can't go on camera and talk about some shit, and I can't also go on camera and dry snitch either. You feel what I'm saying? So I looked at that like, niggas is over here talking about a very, very touchy situation. You feel what I'm saying? That only probably cleared up in like the last year, to be honest with you.
Oh,
you feel me?
You got the fire this whole time.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? But,
so when
you know, I know I never...
When that shit... No, I was going to say, so when that shit hit the public, it was just like, how much more crazy was it, though, when it got shown to battle rap?
I mean, I guess it was my first taste of, like, oh, niggas want to talk? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's how I looked at it, like, oh, niggas, you know what I mean? But, like, it was a lot of back and forth over it. You feel what I'm saying? And it wasn't even with Rex and Sean. It was more or less with Mook. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all remember, but I had came at Mook in my third against Tech-9. It was big. My whole third was like just some crazy shit to Mook. And then it got voted. And then even when I spit my third for the public, me and Mook had to have a long convo, and then I didn't put out those 4 bars that I had for Mook. You feel what I'm saying? Just because of like how incriminating and crazy the shit was. You feel me? So it's like, you know, there's always like behind the scenes stories, my nigga. You know what I mean? One day I should just write a book on this shit. You know what I mean? Because my life, the street shit has come up within in the battle rap shit. A lot of niggas even to fathom that. You feel what I'm saying? These niggas just rap punchlines. This shit that I say that people be in the room and just be like, nah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? When I told Chilla that day I still recall them dark nights when I was a kilo in debt. Like, niggas don't say shit like that. You feel me? Like, people could say that's boring, but ain't nobody telling Chilla no shit like that. But I still remember them nights I was a kilo in debt. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's different, man. They gonna appreciate it when it's too late. You feel me? That's how I look at it.
I think you told Suge he was calling you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I can see what's a regular bar and what's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like I look at
because it sounded good and shit.
Yeah, but I don't look at that like a damaging bar if it was fake. Like, it would make no sense for me to say that if it was fake. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas would be like, fuck he saying that for? That shit never happened. He a clown. You know what I mean? That's how I would look at it. That's how my niggas would look at it. And I write it to where I'm not even going to have regular niggas. You know what I mean? Like, just my niggas and just my team. If my team is looking at me crazy, you get what I'm saying? Then how can I just sit there and be respected? You feel me? People rally behind you because they believe in something. You got to give them something to believe in. You feel me? If you don't give them nothing to believe in, then what the fuck are you doing? You feel me? Like, my fans believe I'm going to overcome the hate. You feel me? Like, that's just my position. My fans believe, yo, Cole, you the most slept on. You know what I mean? That's not a bad title, but yeah, to be the most underrated, okay, cool. Now let me be the comeback kid. You know what I mean? Let me be the 50 Cent of this shit. Let me be the Bernard Hopkins of this shit. I got older and I got better. You feel me?
Right.
Everybody has a different path. So, you know, but when it comes to the street shit, like, nobody's ever going to say I'm a bozo. You know what I mean? Nobody. So It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, Taz, off the street shit, my nigga. So in this joint, when you had to go 90 seconds and shit, is there anything that you learned from, you know, the way that you put everything together that you can incorporate in, you know, going 3 full joints? Like, is there anything that you could do?
Well,
you know,
I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't about the material being 90 seconds. I came from grind time. You feel what I'm saying? And 90 seconds don't bother me because, like I said, it was like a 2-minute cap. So that didn't hurt me. But I will say I thought my performance was going to be a little shaky. Like after. Like, I was like, damn, I wonder how I played the camera. You feel what I'm saying? I was a little weird about that because I wanted to get aggressive again. Like, I felt like that was the only thing I was missing. I felt like I had the verses. My pen was where it needed to be. But I felt like me taking so many battles, my shit has been like, my performance has been rushed a little bit, where I wouldn't let certain lines sink in and connect so that people could remember my shit. You feel me? I felt like my shit be a little bit rushed. I rap fast. So with this battle, I say, yo, I'm going to rap to the time, but I'm going to make sure, like, they enjoy the bars and they get the bars. You feel me? And I think it worked. You feel me? I think they caught a lot more. You know, I think my cadence, my energy, my aggression, everything was just where it needed to be in this battle. So when I watched it back on the pay-per-view, I was like, oh, I'm super Gucci. You know what I mean? Well, what do y'all feel like that's the Cortez y'all want to see?
Hell fucking yeah, nigga, you was wigging and shit. Like, it was dope. And the thing about it was that, to be real with you, like I kept saying, man, K wasn't whack. I think you really fucked him up. Yo, I knew it was going to be wild, though, because you fucked him up from the door when you chose him to go first. You always
that was a Jedi. That was a Jedi. That was a Jedi.
I ain't like that shit, though. I ain't going to front, though. I was at the crib like, yo, Core, don't go first, nigga. Let this nigga, I was like, nah, Core, please, you won the coin toss. Please, son. Don't let that nigga suck out the fucking room. You know what I mean?
And that's what I said, because I was just like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, my rounds, I would have spit my first and my second. I didn't know which one I wanted to go with first, so I wanted to hear his round. You get what I'm saying? But I also was looking at it like, okay, you feel me? I also looked at it like, okay, this nigga's dope, but I know when I bring content to the punches, it makes it last a lot longer. He just had regular punches. Like, content. You feel what I'm saying? My shit was tailor-made to him. It made sense. That whole Penny shit, Coach Carter, like Coach K, and
that was fire.
That shit, you know what I mean? Like, that shit made sense to him, you know? So it just shows a difference in writing, and that's what I told you I was going to do. Remember, I said I'm going to show the difference in writing. I did exactly what I said.
Yo, I thought he was about to kill you that third round and shit, and then he just stopped. third round when he was just like, I know I got an angle on you, no one knows. It was just like, oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't know what was getting ready to go down.
Yeah, but the angle was about me trapping. That was the funny thing. like I said it in the round. I said I wrote this in a trap.
Yeah.
Gems, you know what I mean? Mind free from the curses. Gemstone and scale. Bed sheets for the curtains. Yeah, nigga. You damn right. But niggas know, like, niggas was like, oh, shit. This nigga Corby in here? You feel me? Just a trap. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, it wasn't homeless.
Yeah. He tried to make on some using homeless type shit. Hey, the second round, I ain't know. Yo, I knew it wasn't gonna fight. I kind of thought that was wild corny what he was doing with the whole fuck me. You said fuck battle rap, I was in your face, but you kept rapping and he was just like, all you gotta do is do it. Like,
yeah, because you gotta understand,
like
that's probably his trick that he knew he was losing. Yeah, he was losing, and then he's like, oh, all right, maybe this nigga go fuck up the battle. Maybe if we talk so much and we complain about the clock and all that, nobody's gonna care. You know what I mean? But it kind of backfired because, like I said before, I said that he's been showing chinks in the armor. I think the fans are realizing, hey, this nigga, all he does is punch. You know what I mean? I think the show-off battle showed it a little bit, but then I think this battle right here just, like, opened everybody's eyes, like, oh, it's easy to beat him. You know what I mean? And like I said, everyone kept asking how I'm going to beat him. No one asked him how he's going to beat me. Because nobody's done that lately either.
Yo, Cole, you had more bars for the nigga, didn't you?
Huh?
You had more bars for that nigga, didn't you?
I took 8 out my third. I took 8 bars out I took out a mean 8 though that I'm kind of salty about. I ain't even gonna lie. But that's got to go to the next one round that I got next week. But I mean, the first round was done. Even when I said it, like, that was the last bar. I was saying I'm going to stretch your soul, hard bottoms in a box, since y'all telling me Kenneth Cole. You feel me? That's how I was ending the round. You feel me? He was like, time. That's why I had to tell him, too. I'm like, yo, boy, you not calling time? Like, who the fuck you think you are? But, yeah, man. But, Caps, you could, send out of my PayPal apology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you proved me wrong. I'm not gonna front. You put me wrong. You definitely did. I was looking like, yo, what the fuck you was? And you got straight to the point. That's how you gotta be now. Like, he knew it from round one. You could tell he knew it. Be like, that was frustrated as fuck, yo.
That's a fact.
Well, so you got a battle coming up. You said you can announce and shit, right?
Oh, the big one? Well, yeah, I mean, we spoke about it. But, yeah, this is going to be a huge battle. This is going to be a battle that, like, I guess they're going to say I'm going to lose this one, too. What you think, Caps? You think they're going to say this one, too?
Nah. I don't think so. Niggas been waiting for this battle, right? It's going to be a good battle for you right here. Niggas going to like this shit.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? That should be it'll probably be announced, like, within a week. But, it's game time. Like I tell people, I didn't fight this hard and take this many battles to lose momentum. You feel me? Y'all keep giving these other niggas these top tier events. Let them host y'all big events. Y'all charge $100 at the door and let niggas disappoint and let me just keep creeping up on them. You feel me? That's it.
Yo, my nigga, we appreciate you calling up, you heard?
You already know, bro. Y'all stay up, you heard?
Be safe, man.
Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?